Hey everybody, I'm Don from Teeqlife, aka D-Ferg, your favorite intoxicologist, and welcome back to the Teeqlife Basement Bar for another episode of Something New. That's where we are going to try something new, and I'm really excited about this. If you follow me on LinkedIn, if you follow Teeqlife on social media, you know I've been posting this, and I think it got about, in all of my platforms, about 500 to 600 likes. So people have been really interested in learning a little bit more about this, and I am too. So let's just jump right into it. This is Tennessee Tailgate orange flavored vodka, and this is a corn-based vodka. It is distilled multiple times, so it's supposed to be a little bit smooth. To me, when I was walking through the store, you know, for all my Michigan people, and I think it's actually, you know, a big thing now too because of ICP, it looks like orange Faygo or orange crush, whatever you want to call it. That's what it looked like, so it stuck out, and I talked to the guys there and they said this is really local. The distillery is right down the street. Didn't know that. If I had, well, we're going to talk about the distillery. But, you know, so this is really unique. It is anywhere from 33 to 36 ABV, and that's alcohol by volume, if you didn't know. So it's not always the same proof. It is 66 to 72 proof. Maybe we're lucky and we're going to get the 72 proof because it's right here on the label. So they handwrite it on the label. But it's 70 proof. I know, but you know what, that's okay. The other cool thing is it's handwritten, the batch number. So you know that this is, you know, a small batch, a craft distillery. This is a flavored vodka, and it's flavored, if you follow the show, you already know where I'm going with orange. I love blood orange. There's blood orange flavors in this. So it's a merger of blood orange and regular orange. And it's really weird today because for a snack, trying to be healthy, you know, because I drink a lot, I don't have a problem. But I had a blood orange today and I had oranges. No, actually I take that back. I had clementines. So I don't think there's any clementines that are harmed during the making of this vodka. But there are oranges and blood oranges, they spilled blood all over the place. It also has some citric acid in it, so it's going to get a little tartness, which I don't mind. I know I'm hoping that because it's distilled a couple times in their process, which is a cold fill process to kind of, you know, bring out those bold flavors of the oranges. I don't know. I'm really excited because I love orange. I love blood orange. But before we jump into this, let's talk a little bit about Knox Whiskey Works. So they are a small batch craft distillery in Knoxville. We were recently in Knoxville to film and kind of, you know, work our way and work our magic, the Teeqlife magic, in the Tequila and Taco Festival there in Knoxville. And, you know, so this is where they're at. They're located right in the heart of Knoxville. And their mission is to harness the collective skill, the passion, the expertise of East Tennessee to create authentic, distinct, delicious spirits. I don't know about you, but I think that's a segue to crack this open. And it's got that nice pop. I hope you heard it. I'll show you this. I'll zoom in on it, you know, put a picture later, but it's got Knox Whiskey Works right on the cork. It's a wood top. Man, the bottle is unique. Over here they have a map. So this is all a map, it looks like, of downtown Knoxville, which is really cool. Really cool. I'm not going to do a big pour like some people do if you watch the shows. But man, it almost, do you remember Tang? Am I dating myself if I say Tang? Does anybody, oh, whatever. Man, the aroma, you know, I smell more orange than I smell blood orange. Blood orange has like a little bit more of a distinctive smell. But we're using the old school Teeqlife tasting glass, cocktail glass. You know, sometimes when you get a vodka, you can smell it, and typically, like if you get a really good vodka, it doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. It doesn't have a lot of odor to it. If you get a bad one, it's almost like rubbing alcohol. isopropyl alcohol, whatever they call it. This one is it's like a really good balance. I can smell a little bit of the vodka, but I can smell a lot of those orange flavors. So when we talked about having like a bold orange flavor because of that cold fill process, you're getting it. You're getting it all. So I'm a little impatient. Let's do some tasting. That's smooth. You get the vodka. You really do. You get the vodka, so I know that it's a vodka. If you threw this in front of me and said, here, try some Tang, and I tasted it, I would say, did you spike my Tang? You know? So I can tell it's a vodka, but it's got just a really good orange flavor. It's well balanced, so just from the first taste, and I always coat the palate to get the full flavor, let's dive in for a second sip. Yeah. So the second sip, I get a lot more of the orange, and I really like it. I have an ice cube. I'm going to break that out in a minute. But let's talk a little bit more about Knox Whiskey Works. And like I said, they do small batch. They're a craft small batch company, and they use locally sourced products. And what that means is they work with local farmers. So we said this is made from corn. What's really cool is they work with farmers in that area and use everything that they can to make all of their products. And we're going to talk a little bit more about their products because I said it's whiskey, so whiskey's coming. Knox Whiskey Works was also the first legal distillery. I think that was in the state. Now, if you think about it, they're in Tennessee, so they say legal. There's other distilleries that are not legal, and I'm sure they have shows about them. Wink, wink. We know what I'm talking about. But it was established in 2015, and in the area, locally, they've won some awards. I really like this. I'm going to dive in for just one more. That's really good. I'm going to grab an ice cube. Not the wrapper at all. Now use the square ice cubes. They fit the glass better. I like them. But, with that, working with, local farmers, they're 100% dedicated to non-toxic farming and preserving genetic diversity using heirloom, which is non-GMO seeds. So none of that manufactured stuff, nothing that's going to be, kind of bad for you. So they're using some really good ingredients in this. I like it. Let's just try it though, now that it's probably been lowered the temperature a good 15-20 degrees. That is good. You know what? I like things neat, but here's what's really cool. Putting an ice cube in it, you can get more of the blood orange from it. It's just, it does dilute it a little bit, obviously. I don't know if I'd use whiskey rocks per se, but this is just, it's almost like a balanced cocktail if I think about it. So I like it. I really do. Now there's some good and bad things about this vodka. The distillery though, you can tour it. Unfortunately, we didn't get to. I didn't know you could tour it. I didn't know it was down the street, but you can tour it. It costs $10 to get in. They only allow 10 people at a time, but for your $10, you get to try all of their products. Everything that they have in their portfolio. And they got a lot. So they have the award-winning Old City Heirloom Corn Whiskey, Jackson Ave Gin. I would imagine there's a Jackson Avenue in Knoxville. Just gonna say. Barrel Aged Marble City Pink Gin, a coffee liqueur for all you Starbucks fans. Throw that in there. Nobody will know at all. And they also have some new products in the work. So they're just a company that's, kind of doing a lot of different things. They're all over the place. They're using some great ingredients. They're working with the farmers. They're working with, everybody within their radius, so that way it provides like commerce. You know, it's all the way around. You got the stores involved, you got farmers, you got the mills, all kinds of different things. So this is a company that's just doing really, really good. So I'm going to take another sip. Yeah, this is something that I would definitely sip on. Maybe not all the time, you know, but with an ice cube on a nice summer day, sitting out on the deck, backyard barbecue, whatever it may be. Very, very good. Very smooth. You don't get a lot of burn. I am a big fan. I definitely would say that this is Teeqlife approved. If you go to knoxwhiskeyworks.com, they have some really cool recipes for all of their products. Distillery picks, a little bit about them, all of that, you know, farming system that they use. So you can get a lot of information on their website. The bad thing, now let's get to the bad thing. I know, spoiler, you can only get it in that area. So I tried to find it where it was available online so that way I could post that. I can't find it. So next time on your way to Tennessee, pick up like 40 bottles. Just buy 40 because it wasn't expensive. It was like 25 bucks, 30 bucks or something like that. I mean, it was not expensive whatsoever. So for me, thumbs up, Teeqlife approved. I'm going to finish my drink, but I like it. If you get a chance to try this, go for it. Like I said, pick up 40 bottles, give them out to your friends, and blow this company up because I think they're doing some really cool things. I definitely want to make it back to Knoxville and pick up, you know, one of those other ones. I'd like to get a gin. Definitely need to get a gin. But that wraps up another episode of Something New here in the Teeqlife Basement Bar. Be sure to subscribe to the Teeqlife YouTube channel. Share it with your friends. Don't be stingy. Like it, comment, and follow us on social media. Go to teeqlife.com to do all that. We'll see you next time.